Hello and welcome back to EU4, where we roll a really good general in the last episode, Stanislav Atlasov, which is 16 pips, where we have Fire on 3, Shock on 6, Maneuver 4 and Siege 3. It could have been even better, but I'm not going to complain because we could have been getting one with just 6 pips. So yeah. And it seems that Ottomans has picked up more alliances. Now, I still have one at least when it comes to the Ottomans, I still have one, if I remember correctly, because I haven't fought the Ottomans directly. I have just fought Crimea, which was their vassal, so I should have one more out of the 2 cheat away his alliances, or somebody who Ottoman is allied to. Yeah, so what we should be allowed to do is to do a win wars cheat to, and I sort of want to do it slightly because I don't want to go down to Varsalangi. If you don't know where that is, it's here. And I can guarantee you they will have like a stack of 6 or 5 or something. And they are going to get, either they are going to ferry troops up into the Ottoman's land, or get military access through Ethiopia and walk all the way up and try to siege stuff. And the same with Ajam. It is in the mountains. They have forts, they have troops, which is going to be very annoying. Now, the strategy to actually do this is Kilwa had been the, I would say, the massive deal breaker, because they are even further away than Varsalangi is. But the way to do this war, if you don't cheat, is to go for the secondary members, like everyone that is going to join, go for them, piece them out, and then focus on the main goal, in this case the Ottomans. And but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my last, because I don't think I need that, because the Ottomans doesn't really have any allies, like possible allies which we want to go for. They might do guarantee independence or something like that, or send warning, or get someone as a vassal or something like that. But what I think is, if I do this, make this war, cripple them massively, we should have a lot easier going forth. And what I could do is, if I do a conquest, and then I can take whatever I have left, and then later on also give whatever war score is over to like Armenia, Bulgaria and so on. So yeah, we are going to do a win wars. We got max war score in all wars because yeah, since we have 100%, no one is going to join. It's a bit of a quirk with how stuff works. And then we're going to declare. What should we go for? Corinth, maybe? Doesn't really matter what we go for, but whatever. Corinth. There we go. And let's go. Go for that one, and you can go for that one. And we need to let it pass 1 day. These alliances are gone. And now it's removed, so we can't use the fact that, yeah, he might actually send us a peace deal, which wouldn't be fair. Now, do we have... There you are. Let's bring you down there. Did you take... Yeah, you took 19. Okay. Okay, whatever. 56. So let's take the money so we can actually build more. I would say when it comes to economy, like the money part, the big problem with Russia or Muscovy is that you very, very easily run into the situation where you need to build manufactories, but you don't have the money to build manufactories. Whether it's monthly income or like raw money, like whatever the reason is for you don't have enough money, that is usually the reason why you are struggling, because you need the manufacturers to produce enough income, and that is not necessarily possible at all times. Imshiwar, and let's see what we can do here. That one is taken. Oh, if I could go there. Take that. Oh, I capped in... There we go. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff out here now, which we need to consider. South Ilinhala, for example. We have Buryatia, which is this one. We have South Jilin, which is this. There can be quite a lot of development out in Manchuria, depending on how the AI have played. And basically how good their rulers have been, and sort of how little they have had to do. Like, if they have been doing like wars upon wars upon wars, they probably haven't been spending it on development, but rather fueling like tech to stay ahead and so on. Let's see. Lack the devotion, that's a lot of money to lose. Gain the Diplo, let's go and siege. Sieging, I would say, is probably one of the most important things to not forget. It's so easy to chase around a stack of the enemy's army and just flat out lose the war because they had one more stack somewhere. It could have been very small, which went around and did a massive amount of sieging, which meant that when you finally caught up with your army, with their big army, you probably didn't notice that they had been sieging and you had your whole army chasing instead of actually doing sieging. So sieging is it is more or less what actually going to make you win a war. And despite this being a war game, you technically don't want to fight any wars because wars are expensive. You don't want to do what is expensive. Gerin, oh, 30k. Let's go up there first. No, let's go down there first. Yeah, that was a lot of enemy enemy what do you call it? Artillery. Sometimes the words just does not compute. Just the brain just stops typing at some point. It's at least that's what it feels like at times. Another stack wipe, that's good. Let's see if we can have our vassals doing the majority of sieging where it's sort of safe. Sure, let's end the empire. Sure. Oh, all of them hate me. Okay. Yeah, and he has, for some reason, managed to get quite a large army. He has quite a lot of manpower, so I'm not going to, like, be too negative about what he has accomplished. But can't really say I'm super impressed. You're the 28th of December. No way of knowing how long this is going to go on for. Oh my god. Yeah, it was probably like super close. Which one that was going to win? Let's teleport the leader back into an army, and boom. And I am, unless I roll basically nothing other than zeros, I will win. Yeah. It is possible to roll a lot of zeros in a row. It is not super likely though, so... but it is still possible, so... Don't expect to win just because your troops are better or... better or larger in numbers. We are converting all of the provinces, which is super good. And we destroyed a lot of boats. Destroying a lot of boats is, I would say, crucial when it comes to naval. If it's not that important to capture, but having the correct type of boats for whatever like area you're fighting in to increase the damage potential to its outmost upper limit is probably one of the most important things to do. Since sadly it is because you get a quite massive boost for like galleys in inland sea. They are will be, it says the tools except galleys will be more effective here. If I remember correctly, it's like double the performance, so they are, instead of having cannons 24, it's 48, which, yeah, and it has an engagement width of 1. War Galley has an engagement width of 3. It has 80 cannons and doesn't get these kinds of bonuses like the War Galley in Inland Sea, which means you can get 48, effectively 48 times 3 instead of a War Galley, like a heavy ship. War Galleon, not War Galley. War Galleon. And yeah, so, and if we, let's say it's 50, so it's easier to count, that's 150 cannons. If we then remove 2, because, and then do that 3 times, that's 6 less, so 144. 144 cannons instead of 80. There will be a lot more damage if you have a lot of galleys in an inland sea area instead of heavy ships. So it is important to have the correct type of ships. Now, if you have like heavy ship combat ability and stuff like that, like Great Britain slash like England slash Great Britain does, you can sort of ignore, but not really. So it's a bit of a obscure like what you need to do. Now we should take military tech 20 at this point. Need to let's do this. Let's. Oh, you stood there. Yeah, stack wipe as I thought. This one up here is going actually quite well. Well, sort of. I didn't roll super well, so sort of. Don't need to unsiege that, the forts will do it for me. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's super juicy to take out. Let's do it. And boom, stack wipe. I have 81% at this point. I sort of want to increase it even more, so I'm probably not going to try to get a 100% because that takes such a long time. It's not worth it. But getting like 99% or 95 is most of the time worth it. Not always, but most of the time. And somewhere manufacturers, it is in TBARW, which is Lorraine, which is part of the empire. Now this one should be fine, maybe. And this is one of the reasons why you want to just spam manufacturers everywhere, because yeah, it will allow you to put a lot less resources into buying the institution, and you will get it a lot quicker as well. Okay, what do we have here? Mezen Sakal. Let's Mez. Okay, so we get there, and it's peasants. Okay, Sak Ha. It's up here, and it's also peasants. I have already embraced. When is this going to end? October 1650. Would have been nice if we could spend like 5 Patriarch Authority on something. Yes, we want to do that. Whatever, let's just click it. It's let's go with you up there. You have to go there and then up there. How is the Ottoman army looking like? It is not looking good. They have basically 60,000, yeah, 68, almost 70, 60,000 manpower-ish, and 12 mercenaries. Boom. Yeah, and he is trying to like spam out units at this point, which the AI usually do when they lose enough, especially when they get stack wiped a lot. The problem is that they aren't really that good at consolidating their stuff. They are just bad at bringing together the land and get it like vaguely functional again. Like, they aren't really that good at keeping an army going once they've reached this point. Let's see here. We have 99%. I'm not really sure we need to stay in this war other than like trying to cripple the Ottomans, which we could do. Like, you could actually like full siege and try to bankrupt them. That is possible. That is a tactic. That is, however, going to take a long time. So let's see what we can do here. Let's wait for this one come through. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I think we will start with giving back the cores to Bulgaria and then take our like that. I do want this one. I do want these two. They are so annoying to get. No, or should I? Should I leave them? I probably should leave them and then give Trabzon to Armenia. I probably should. Armenia, Kurdistan, right. How much is this? It's enough that I can't take anything else, Which means I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm sold on doing it actually, though. No, I can't give it to and I think what I should do is actually take it myself. Maybe? Yeah, because it's 96 at this point. And take that one maybe, and this. Yeah, and we are going to get like nothing as a coalition, which is what you like to see. Hasa is whatever. Korea, we have a truce. It is just barely above 50, as the same with Hasa. Aishi, whatever, they are way too small. Gazgamuk, sure, they can bring it on. I will fight them for it, and I will probably annex them if they attack. Which they probably won't do, even if they did start a coalition. So let's seal this peace deal and bring this episode to close with that. Before I actually go ahead and end this, we should your Coptic, right? We have a bunch of provinces that is the wrong religion. Now I do want to integrate Armenia, so I'm not sure if it matters if they have the wrong religion, but regardless, let's give Trebizond to Armenia and Idlith and Urmia, like that. And let's be a bit mean to Ajam and say, give me Tabriz, or rather give Tabriz to Armenia, and you Armenia. Yeah, yes, I Armenia. Sorry if that was a really, really bad one, but yeah. I almost apologized to myself because, oh my god, that was bad. But yeah, we have some rebels, we have some stuff to do. We need to consolidate, we need to fix a few things before we can continue. We have a rebel stack up here which we need to take care of. For example, we have, I think we are going to just integrate Bulgaria and Armenia, and I think at some point we should probably take a look at integrating Norway as well, because they haven't really been that good as a vassal. I wonder how many manufacturers I could have built if I didn't remove Norway's debt all the time, or most of the time. That's an interesting one. I might have to actually watch everything once it's recorded to see how much money did Norway make us lose, just in terms of how many manufacturers we could have built. Let's build one and yeah, Ottomans is getting smaller, we are getting bigger. That is the most important thing when you play in the sort of vicinity of the Ottomans. They need to get smaller, you need to get bigger. That is usually how it needs to go. Because, wow, are they just way too OP at times. Especially if they get a good start. But with this, we are going to have to say thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.